Very good morning to all of you. Okay. So I think you have been waiting for some time. I'm sorry for that. Sorry for some delay. Respected faculty members and my dear students, it's indeed my great privilege to be with all of you today. For the next 40 to 60 minutes, I'm going to share some stories with the hope that will inspire you. So, are you interested to listen to stories? But after I finish the stories, I would ask questions and you should respond to my questions. Is it okay? You have to take your notepad and pen. You have to note down some of the key things you can learn from the stories, right? So stories are the best way to learn, and I hope the learnings you get from stories, you can retain it for a long time, right? I have a habit of asking many questions, so I want everyone, the first person to last person, I want everyone to be keen, and I want all of you to be agile and focused throughout the session. Is it okay? Shall we start? Yeah. I want all of you to improve your posture better. I want all of you to sit like L. This is just a request. Keep your bags and other things down and ensure that you listen to me. I feel it is an important session. I don't want this to be just a lecture. I want this to be an intellectual interaction, right? We both have to interact. You can feel comfortable. You can keep your bags and other things down, and I want all your attention to be with me and what I'm going to say for the next just 40 minutes, right? Can you please make yourself comfortable? Keep your bags and sit like L. Okay, you need to sit like L. Well aligned. I want you to sit like women leaders, right? I don't feel you are just students. I feel you are future leaders. Can you make it bit fast so that I don't have to repeat this again and again? Okay, so I have a request and suggestion. When I speak, only I should speak, right? When you are asked to speak, you have to speak. Okay, so thank you so much. Let me begin the story now. So there was a young girl. This happened 15 years back. The girl name is Lavanya. She comes from a very humble family. After completing +2, she felt she is passionate about becoming a lawyer. So she informed her father. Her father said, it's your passion, so I'll help you to pursue that passion. Her father admitted her in a law college. So she went to college, she learned. So during the course of study, what she did is she developed habits. She observed all the top lawyers, and she observed what are the skills, attitude and knowledge every great lawyer possesses. She observes everyone and she learns. Each and every day she had the commitment to learn, she had the commitment to improve herself on all aspects. So just 5 years have gone, so she completed the course. And a lot of other people in her college and friends, relatives said, so you have chosen a wrong thing. Particularly this legal profession is dominated by male fraternity. So it would be difficult for you to sustain and become successful. She said, definitely I have enough skills, I have enough capability to develop and to become successful in that. First year, she had been learning, she had been improving, she had been working on all the aspects to improve herself. But she was not able to get even a single opportunity in the first year. Again, a lot of people came to her and criticized. But somehow she had self-confidence, she had self-belief, she had passion, she had focus, she had all the good things to become successful. So second year, after completing her studies, 1 year just went and learning. She went to court, she observed everyone, and she understood how this legal process goes. So she observed judges, she observed advocates, and she just took all the opportunities to learn, but she was not able to get even a single opportunity. It was frustrating, but she was strong enough to accept that frustration. So second year, she went and approached some group of lawyers. So can you take me as an assistant, and I can work well, I can understand, I can help you. She said, I don't even want pay. first year, let me do it for free. She said, and others said, see, you are a girl and you don't know anything and we will not encourage you or we will not support you. Just get out of this hall or get out of this office. Everyone embarrassed. Embarrassed means avamanapadrathu. Everyone embarrassed, and again she just took everything in a positive stride and she became more confident now. She got the strength, and out of the strength she wanted to become a great lawyer, and it was a burning desire for her. Third year, 2 years went without any opportunity and with a lot of frustration and disappointments. 2 years went like this. So third year, one day all the lawyers in a court, they were on strike. So, but court was functioning, but lawyers were on strike. On that particular day, one of the richest persons from that city, he came for anticipatory bail. I hope you understand what is anticipatory bail. It means munjamin vaangathukkaga vara. He approached all the top lawyers, but they said, today we are on strike, we will not take any cases. So without any option, this rich person went to this girl who has burning desire to achieve and who is keen to seize the opportunity. But she didn't show anything, right? But when that rich man approached her, she listened to the case, she listened to the problem, she understood the case, and she got all the papers. She filed a petition and she did the process extremely well because of 7 years of passion and 2 years of continuous learning. She was able to finish this case in no time. So in just 1 hour, she finished all the process and she gave that anticipatory bail paper to the rich person. In the meantime, this rich person got to know her story. So one of the tea shops nearby court, that person said, so this girl was very good, but no one gave opportunity. Everyone criticized her because she took a wrong decision. So all the story, this tea shop person told this rich man. What happened, this rich man said, I'm very happy that you won this case and you got anticipatory bail to me, and how much you charge for me? Said, so whatever nominal fee you could charge for this case, I'm happy. This is my first case, but I'm happy that you gave it to me and I could do it. So she said, I'm happy. And a rich person said, do you know what I'm going to do? Whoever criticized you, the entire court, all the lawyers, whoever earned whatever they made in the last 6 years, I'm going to pay in this single case. I am going to pay the entire amount what they made in the last 6 years for you. And one more thing is, I am going to make you as a legal advisor to my to all the companies I have. So just overnight, she became successful. But for that, she took 7 years of struggle, 7 years of disappointment, 7 years of frustration, above all, 7 years of continuous learning. Okay, so from this story, I would like to summarize in just 3 words. You can easily remember this, and I want all of you to write this as well. O stands for absorb. O stands for absorb. L stands for learning. I stands for implement, right? O, L, I. I want all of your future to be bright. தமிழ்ல நம்ம வந்து எதிர்காலத்துல உங்களுக்கு ஒளிமயமான எதிர்காலம் இருக்கணும். அந்த ஒளின்றதுக்கு நம்ம என்ன சொல்லுவோம்? அந்த brightness, அந்த so அதே நம்ம இங்கிலீஷ்ல எழுதுனா எப்படி எழுதும்? We write it as O, L, I. You need to observe, you need to learn, and you need to implement, right? So I hope that you are in 3rd year. It is a high time that all of you take an important career decision. So if you take right decision, your entire life, you will have fun in life, right? Because for work, you're going to spend at least 30 to 40% of your living time, right? Suppose if someone lives for 40 years, in that at least 30 to 40% of the time, he goes to work, he works, he does some kind of work, okay? Maybe it was not possible some time back, but now even so male and female, they both started to work. So you would spend large part of your time in working somewhere. So if you do not like the work you do, it would be very difficult for you. So you cannot decide what you're going to do after 6 years or 10 years. It is the right time. If you choose now, another 6 months, if you develop enough skills, I'm sure you will be able to land in a perfect job that will give you a great career, that will give you great success, and that will make your life completely happy, and it would also make your life fruitful, successful, prosperous, and all the things we can say. So to explain about or to know about how to choose a career wisely and how to develop the career, are you all interested to learn from me? If I share all the tips, strategies, and suggestions, would you all be interested to learn? Yes or no? Okay, okay. So can I have a louder yes? Okay. So if you want to become successful, what you need to do is you need to get rid of three things, right? And in next 2 to 3 minutes, you are going to get rid of those things, and I'm sure, so none of the student here will have that, right? So you will just immediately drop those three things. Those three things are, if you want to become successful, first get out of the fear, come out of the fear, come out of the comfort zone, right? So fear is the important factor which makes a lot of people fail, right? So people don't fail just because of lack of talent. People fail mainly because of fear. You need to come out of your fear. Don't fear to do any good thing. Don't have fear to do anything which improves you. So first important thing which I want to say is, so right from this moment, you got to be courageous. So women are more powerful naturally, but only thing is your mind doesn't know it, and your circumstances, your society, and your parents, family, because of just being conservative, they all tell that you can't do this. As a woman, you should not enter into this. So they have limited your capabilities. Do you agree with me? You all, I believe that you all have got great capabilities, but you limit your mind, you limit your capabilities, you limit your thinking, possibility thinking. If you could improve all these things, I'm sure you are able to become extremely successful. So don't limit yourself, expand your thinking, so improve your mindset. Let me tell other stories for that. So you have to get rid of three things. First one I said, fear, and then hesitation. Suppose if I ask any one of you to perform or to feel and act like a leader right away, if I call someone, so can you come and speak as a leader? Right? Maybe a lot of people would hesitate, right? So, but we should not hesitate. As and when we get opportunity, we should seize the opportunity and we should use it, right? So, get rid of your hesitation. தயங்காதீங்க, நல்ல விஷயம் பண்றதுக்கு தயங்காதீங்க. So, புதுசா ஒரு லாங்குவேஜ் கத்துக்கணும், இல்ல வந்து உங்களோட கரியர்ல இம்ப்ரூவ் பண்ணணும் அப்படின்னா நாளைக்கு பார்த்துக்கலாம், அடுத்த மாசம் பார்த்துக்கலாம், அடுத்த வாரம் பார்த்துக்கலாம். So, you should never postpone things and you should never hesitate. You should try and do it as soon as possible. ஸோ ஒரு நல்ல விஷயங்கள் பண்ணணும், ஸோ அதை வந்து இன்னைக்கு பண்ணணும். ஸோ இன்னையோடு வந்து பார்த்தீங்கன்னா we have to start now, இப்போதே பண்ணணும். ஸோ if you do it now, so that is something called power of now. நம்ம எல்லா விஷயத்தையும் நாளைக்குன்னு சொல்லிட்டு பண்ணாம இப்போ அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு நல்ல விஷயங்கள் எல்லாம் எடுத்து பண்ணோம்னா we can see a lot of progress in this. And then shyness, right? Generally, so girls, okay, women have shyness. So when they have to do something in public, most of you, when you have to go to bank, you always accompany your brother or father. Sometimes your parents don't allow, even sometimes you also depend on them. For doing even a simple work, you depend on others, right? Because of shyness, hesitation and fear. You should not possess these three things, particularly when you want to prosper, okay? If you want to come up in life and if you want to become successful, right away, you have to shed these three things. One is fear, other one is shyness, and other thing is hesitation, right? So if you remove all these things from your mind, I'm sure you become more confident, you will be able to take better decisions, and you will be able to have clarity, and you can become very, very successful in life, right? So the second story which I'm going to tell is, so this one also will inspire you. So there was this time there was a boy near Pune. So it was a rural place. He didn't have electricity at home, so he had to prepare for his exams. So he used to sit under the street light and he used to study. It happened 20 years back, but he always stood first in the class because he had focus, he had self-confidence, he had courage, and he had determination to become very successful in life. So he did not tell reasons. So for in life, if you want to become successful, we should never tell any reasons, okay? We should find solutions. So why didn't you prepare? Why didn't you study well? Why didn't you attend the class? So why didn't you learn more languages? If I ask, you come up with a lot of reasons. Generally, people come up with a lot of reasons, right? If we expect all of us to become successful, we should stop telling reasons, right? Can we all take a place that, can you tell yourself that I will not tell reasons, okay? If I keep telling reasons, I won't go anywhere, right? So I have to stop telling reasons and I have to find solutions for that, right? Whatever it is, I have to act on it. I have to start immediately, right? This boy never told any reason. I didn't have electricity at home, I could not prepare. He didn't tell like that. So there was a nearby street light. He went there and he stood there and he studied. So at that point of time, so one neighbor, he used to come and give food for him. and that person didn't ask anything, just he kept a food in a packet and then he just went. This boy had the food and he studied for long, and then so this happened that he completed +2, and for MBBS he went to other place, right? So he became a great doctor after 10 years of time, and he went to other city, nearby city, for better career prospect. So 15 years back, the person who gave food came to the hospital, and they came to hospital and they just checked, and that person was diagnosed with cancer. Hospital was telling that so if you want to you want cure, and it takes a lot of money, and they said so they asked how much and all those things, and so you meet the chief doctor, and after his prescription we will know how much it costs, right? So there's the chief surgeon in that hospital just diagnosed again, and then he inquired, where are you from? These couple told that I am from Pune, and nearby Pune there is a village and we come from that place. So in that in that place, where exactly your house is? And so he could recollect. So this person gave food to him when he was studying 15 years back, right? So he understood, but he did not reveal, he did not disclose. He just asked what is the problem and what happened and all those things. So he was diagnosing meticulously, he was diagnosing carefully, because inside his mind, so he wanted to help them. And they asked the fee. The doctor said, you don't have to worry about the fee now, you just follow my suggestions, right? You go and come back on this particular day, I'll ensure that no operation is done. So as per his advice, this couple also went home and came back to the hospital on the particular date. So doctor took personal care and he performed surgery, and he arranged a team of doctors, experts, nurses to ensure that he is cured and he is treated well, right? Though they didn't pay well, and the doctor ensured that this person was treated extremely well. So after he recovered, so he asked, so I didn't pay anything, I don't know how much we are going to pay, and so it gives a lot of stress to us. So this doctor replied, you don't have to pay anything to me, you paid 15 years back. Now this person got confused, so how we didn't do anything, and what you are saying we are not able to understand, we are a bit confused. This couple was crying and telling all these things. This doctor said, when I was young, when I used to study under that street light, you came and kept food, and when you came, I tried and I searched for you, but I couldn't find. But fortunately, you came to the hospital where I work and where I could do something, where I could show my gratitude to you. You don't have to pay anything, and whatever money you need till the end of your life, I can give you. I can send you every month, and whatever support you require, you can come. So the person who gave food was very happy, and he said thanks. The couple went home and they led a great life because of his support. So they led a great life. So what this boy did is, this boy had a burning desire to become great in life, right? So if you have burning desire in life, if you choose what is your calling, what's your passion. For A.R. Rahman, what is his calling? Is it music or acting? What he does music better than anything else, right? Similarly, I hope everyone is good at something. God blesses everyone with some unique skills and capabilities. It is your duty to identify it. So do you dance well, or do you draw, or do you have the ability to speak well? Do you have the ability to convince people, or do you have the ability to teach? What is your calling? What is your passion? Just identify it. If you could identify that, and if you could spend your time another 5,000 hours in it, I'm sure you will become expert, right? So this is what you need to do. I'm going to tell 3 things to you. So that person became successful in career because he had a clear idea, he had clarity what he wanted to become. And the doctor வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா படிக்கும் போதே அவருக்கு வந்து ஒரு பேஷன் இருந்துச்சு, இதுவா தான் நான் ஆக போறேன், இந்த இதுல நான் நல்லா பண்ண போறேன், நல்ல மக்களுக்கு சர்வ் பண்ண போறேன் அப்படின்ற ஒரு கிளியரான ஐடியா இருந்துச்சு. So that we can call it as desire. Desire அப்படினா தீவிரமான ஆசை, right? After that, so அவரோட சிச்சுவேஷன் எதுவா இருந்தாலும் நம்மளால பண்ண முடியும் அப்படின்ற நம்பிக்கை இருந்துச்சு. So that we can call it as faith, right? Faith னானது நம்பிக்கை. So தான் மேல இருந்த நம்பிக்கை. அதுக்கப்புறம் just because of this desire and faith, nothing will happen. அது கூட அவர் என்ன பண்ணாரு, he worked daily. தினமும் அவர் வந்து அதற்காக he took efforts, he studied well, he prepared for the exams well, he wrote it well, he had determination, he had discipline. ஸோ அதனால் வந்து அவரால் எக்ஸாம் கிளியர் பண்ண முடிஞ்சது. He cleared UG, PG and he became a chief doctor in the span of 15 years. Similarly, you all can do it, right? So first I said you need to have great observation. So யாரெல்லாம் கரியரில் நல்லா இருக்காங்களோ அவங்களெல்லாம் நீங்கள் ஸோ அப்சர்வ் பண்ணணும். வாட் ஆர் த ஸ்கில்ஸ் தே ஹேவ் அண்ட் வாட் இஸ் த கேப்பபிலிட்டி தே ஹேவ், நீங்கள் எப்படி அதை கற்றுக்கலாம் அப்படின்ற மாதிரி அப்சர்வ் பண்ணணும். தென் அந்த கற்றுக்கிட்ட விஷயத்தை ஜஸ்ட் அப்சர்வ் பண்ண விஷயத்தை யூ நீட் டு லேர்ன் பண்ண விஷயத்தை யூ நீட் டு இம்ப்ளிமெண்ட் இட். ஸோ இஃப் யூ குட் டூ திஸ் யூ கேன் பிகம் சக்ஸஸ்ஃபுல். அது கூட நீங்கள் என்ன பண்ணணும், யூ ஷுட் ஆல்வேஸ் ஹேவ் திஸ் DFA. ஆஸ் ஐ செட் early, DFA means desire, faith and action. So everything starts with the desire. ஸோ டிசையர்னா என்னன்னா தவறான விஷயத்துக்கு டிசையர் கிடையாது, நல்ல விஷயங்கள் லைஃப்பில் நீங்கள் ப்ராஸ்பர் ஆகணும், க்ரோ ஆகணும், அடுத்தடுத்த லெவலுக்கு நீங்கள் போகணுன்ற ஆசை, ரைட்? அதுதான் வி கால் இட் அஸ் டிசையர். தென் அந்த ஆசை உங்களால், அந்த ட்ரீம் உங்களால் ரியாலிட்டியாக மாற்ற முடியுன்ற நம்பிக்கை, அதுதான் நான் என்னன்னு சொல்கிறேன், ஃபெய்த் அப்படின்னு சொல்கிறேன். ஸோ வித் தட் டிசைர் அண்ட் ஃபெய்த் யூ நீட் டு டேக் ஆக்ஷன் எவ்ரிடே. தினமும் நீங்கள் என்ன பண்ணணும், அதற்காக உழைக்கணும். ஸோ எப்படி உழைக்கணும்னா ஹாப்பியாக உழைக்கணும், ரைட்? So there are two words you always have to remember this, enthusiasm and commitment. இப்போ வந்து பார்த்தீங்கன்னா, ஸோ மேடம் ஒரு அசைன்மெண்ட் கொடுக்குறாங்க, நாளைக்கு நீங்கள் அதை பண்ணிட்டு வந்துடணும் அப்படின்னு சொன்னால் அது ஒரு கமிட்மெண்ட், ரைட்? ஸோ somehow you முடிச்சிருவீங்க, அது புரியலையோ தெரியலையோ இல்லை யார்ட்டையாவது தங்கச்சிட்ட கொடுத்து எழுத சொல்லுவீங்க, இல்லை வந்து அப்பா கிட்ட கொடுத்து எழுத சொல்லுவீங்க, இல்லை ஏதோ ஒன்று எழுதி முடிச்சிருவீங்க. ஆனால் some students, so once they go home they prepare, okay, they refer all the things, they do everything themselves and they ensure that the work is great. அவங்க அந்த அசைன்மெண்ட் வந்து பார்த்தீங்கன்னா ரொம்ப அழகாக நீட்டாக சப்மிட் பண்ணியிருப்பாங்க. அதுலேருந்து அவங்க ஏதாவது கற்றுருந்துருப்பாங்க. அந்த அசைன்மெண்ட் வந்து சப்போஸ் ஒரு 3-4 நாள் இருக்குன்னா அவங்க நெக்ஸ்ட் டே முடிச்சிருவாங்க. அந்த அசைன்மெண்ட்டை வாங்கி தான் நீங்கள் எல்லாம் காப்பி அடிப்பீங்க. இஸ் இட் ரைட் ஆர் ராங்? இஸ் இட் ரைட்? You all copy from that and so but that person did with enthusiasm, right? So நீங்க லைஃப்ல ஜெயிக்கணும் அப்படின்னா you should not only have commitment, you should have enthusiasm. எது பண்ணாலும் you should do it happily, okay? So you should find it lot of happiness. நீங்க பண்ற ஒரு விஷயமும் it should be an expression of joy. ஒரு வேலையா செய்யக்கூடாது and you should perform with lot of enthusiasm. ரொம்ப சந்தோஷமா பண்ணணும். So if you do like that, I am sure you can become successful.